All in all. So we continue the conversation on monotheism, right? Surah 58, verse 6. On the day when Allah will resurrect them all and inform them of what they did, Allah had enumerated it while they forgot it, and Allah is over all things witness. Right? Enumerated it meaning your deeds being counted. Right? Nothing goes unaccounted for, right? Meaning as you sow, so shall you reap. Right, that golden principle that existed from time immemorial and continues to exist. Um, of course, people have misinterpreted this and tried to force people into paying more than they should, right? And this is what we are trying to stop by closing that cycle, right? Stopping that, forcing people to pay by virtue of either deeds or financially or whatever the case be, or through torment, torture, right? To stop repeating these cycles, and that's why we are closing this cycle, right? The cycle of torment, torture, having to pay more than you already have paid, right? And that is why this lifetime is about balancing the scales, about what happened throughout all and the entirety of history, right? Right, Allah is over all things witness. The one God, Allah is over all things witness, right? And we'll see these things true into fruition, right? Right, this surah is also about private conversations and making sure, right, trying to keep us striving then, right, to keep your private conversations as clean as possible, right, innocent as possible, clean as possible, pure intention as possible, right. Have you considered that Allah knows what is in the heavens and what is on the earth? There are not three in a private conversation, but He is the fourth of them, right? So Allah says that He is the fourth, right? Meaning one being, right? Apart from you, if you're in a group conversation, and this is not to say that people need to be all what you call it, watching so closely that you feel like you're tiptoeing in conversations and so on. That's not what it means. You can enjoy yourself, laugh, have fun in conversations. And it's not saying that you need to tiptoe or watch everything you're saying like that, right? It simply means to, in your private conversations, always remember Allah. So whilst even in your private conversations, you know, well, hey, if I'm saying something that, hey, it's okay to make jokes. It's okay to make parody, comedy, these kind of things is part of our culture, right? Both internationally and locally, right? But the problem is ill speech and gossiping, right? So that's what we're trying to ease up on, right? Because that has also been part of our culture, and we're trying to eliminate or lessen or alleviate that darker aspects of culture, right? The darker aspects of culture, so people could actually feel free to converse and bring forth ideas, opinions, thoughts in a free way, right? Without it being one ill speaking others, and without having to disrespect anybody and so on, right? So this is what this is about. Allah is the fourth, right? Is the fourth of within hearing people and their private conversations. I can't hear your private conversations. Any other human on earth is unable to hear your private conversation, but Allah says in the Quran that He is the fourth amongst your group conversation. If you're in a group of three or more, as the case might be, He is the next one, right? The all-seeing, right? Allah has decreed, written, I will surely overcome. So will the messengers of Allah. Allah is powerful and exalted in might, right? So we continue this conversation about Allah being the one God, right? That is overseeing all things on earth and all things within us and around us. Right, so we'll pick up with this conversation tomorrow as we move along into the following month.